Okay, people, we are live. Okay, so hello everyone. We are going to I'm just gonna do a quick intro here, and then we're gonna do the countdown, and then we're gonna get the people to start the race. The commentary section is gonna be a little off now. I'm in the runner's room at the moment, and then I'll move over to the commentary booth in a bit. So, welcome to the All Bosses race, 1 out of 2 SlyGolds hosted races this month in Tituary. So, if you don't know, Tituary is an event where we celebrate the existence of Sly 4 or Thieves in Time, where we do some events and try and hope people will learn the games and get ready that way. So, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a walkthrough here. Currently, we have 4 runners on stream and 3 runners off stream. We have Baconman, ShadowZ, Kyylä, Frizz, Ostrava, Bapiotho, and Jake. This is not Jake. ShadowZ will start with the audio. If he finishes first, I will then move it over to the next person, and so on and so forth. You will see it change. Don't worry about it. For everyone that is here now, you can play bingo. Do ! bingo to get your bingo sheet, and when you see something happening on the screen, you can then check off your bingo sheet. Everyone has a free tile in the middle, as per usual. And yeah, hope everyone plays bingo. If you get a bingo, you DM a mod. And yeah, I'm not sure if we actually released what happens then. You know what, if you get bingo, just go bingo, you know. And then we figure out later, we will note down who gets bingo and stuff. Anyway, so, that was it. Play bingo. We're gonna start the race now. So now, okay, we are back. Is someone not ready? Good, okay. Then we start. I will start the timer when I see the first person on the screen move, just so that it's nicely evened out. So, start your engines. We start in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everyone. I'll head into the commentary booth. Okay, so now we see the runners have started. We're currently loading. I'm gonna say I'm a little fresh to the commentary game, so I guess I'll just speak and we hope everything goes well. So here we see ShadowZ is a little late on the load in. Let's see what's going on. ShadowZ has a different route compared to the other runners. There is no particular, as far as I'm aware, route that is faster. It's all up to preference. So we're actually gonna see a very different route here from the one with the audio. Which, you know, could be good, could be bad. Who knows? We'll figure it out as we go.
Only when I'm trying to catch you.
So here we see the other three runners. Let's see if they can get the first hit here. It's a tiny bit of a hard strat. You have to practice it. It's kind of hard to get on the first try here. Let's see. Kyylä. Kyylä gets it the first. Frizz sadly misses it there. So yeah, now ShadowZ is actually going into a very sick part of the game, where you have to climb up to the moat boss, aka the big dragon. See, we have Kyylä in a slight lead here. We do have 3 people offline that is not currently on stream. Don't have them up, so I don't know how it's going for them, but you know, all good luck to everyone. So let's see how this is gonna go. Discord audio off, they're not gonna be, it's only gonna be me commentating this run. So we see ShadowZ with a little oopsie there. That is, oh, he got it, nice. So let's see here. Not sure how we are gonna commentate this, you know, I guess we take it as we go. But yeah, hope everyone has a lovely evening. You are in here with SlyGolds legendarycommentary.com. Soon website to be up and running. So we see here now that ShadowZ is going into the first boss while the other ones are doing the first part of the first operation in the game. Kyylä made it out first of that section, with Frizz slightly behind. See Baconman going for the infernal thunder flop, or whatever it's called, strat. There is no restriction on what gadget the runners may use here, so you might be able to see different strategies. Some might use gadgets, a lot of gadgets, some might not. Who knows? Remember to use your bingo cards, !bingo. Tick off once you see something. You know, could be whatever. Could be game-wise, could be chat-wise, could be the commentator. Who knows? Let me see. Frizz is ever so slightly behind. Kyylä in a good lead here. But yeah, just to clarify once more, I will be commentating the runs on screen on this stream. I am not going to talk about the other runners' performances. So if one of them are ahead, I do apologize. But we commentate this right here. So we see Baconman making his way. Baconman hasn't run this category before. I'm not sure if Frizz has, but Kyylä and ShadowZ is on the leaderboards. Just 8 seconds behind Kyylä is ShadowZ. So we see here now, nice pigeon on the screen. Very beautiful pigeon. Big mean tiger right there. You see ShadowZ. 2 heads left until he's done with this boss. So the way this category works, they will have to fight all bosses, including quote-unquote mini-bosses or mid-episode bosses, like the moat here, or the wise man, the big bull in the episode 2, Grand Key Larceny. Once they do the final hit of the enemy or boss, quote-unquote, then they will be able to exit out to hideout, and then continue to the next episode. They don't need to watch the cutscenes and something like that. So we see here Frizz going for a very, very cool strat by use of extra gadgets. I missed Kyylä if he did it, but I believe he did. Kyylä hitting that pretty hard. See, both Frizz and Kyylä hit it pretty hard one, that paraglide right there. Let's see if we can get the first phase in the El Jefe fight. There, ShadowZ is done with the first boss. Now heading to the next one. So on the El Jefe fight, which 3 of the 4 runners on screen are currently at, they will they have the possibility of hitting 1 phase on the first one, then 2 phases on the second one, and then 1 phase on the last one. So it seems like Kyylä hit the first one and Frizz hit both of those. I might be blind, but that's what I saw. So don't worry. See here. The beautiful loading screen of Sly 4. I got to say, I don't have enough eyes to keep a watch of all the runners. Murray being a little cutie pie here with his little button. Let's see if Kyylä can... Let's see, this is the second phase. It's a good first part of the second phase. He will almost... It's for speedrunners that have some experience with the game. Hitting 2 phases here should be pretty easy for most. It seems like Baconman also hit it the first one. So as I said, I don't have enough eyes for this. They are all running on the same platform as far as I'm aware. All Sly 3, not sure if they have the which PlayStation they're on, but I believe most of them have a fat PlayStation they're playing on. As well as SSD, but I do not believe that matters for this game. Might be wrong there. See now, so ShadowZ is now fighting. I believe it's the Black Knight, it's called, though it is kind of grey, you know, it's being made out of metal. But the original suit Penelope made, spoilers by the way, is was in fact a black armor. So we see here Kyylä on the last phase here.
Hey Penelope, I saw some rust spots over there.
No matter.
And he got the first phase. Let's see if Frizz can get the first phase here. And when I say first phase, I mean that they did it in 1 cycle of the phases. If you are slow or you do something wrong, you will have to do multiple phases. For casuals, it might be 2 to 3, I believe, per phase. In which you have to hit. And there Frizz simply got it as well. Very good by the runners here. See Baconman a little bit behind, though it is his first time. Not that much experience with any percent as well. I don't know when he started to play, but I believe it is not decades of experience. Baconman is also finished with El Jefe, going to the next one. And here ShadowZ is moving up to do the final blow to this phase of the Black Knight, the big monster Black Knight. There is, I guess, debatable 2 or 3 phases. I would say it's 2 different mechs here. So now we have Bentley in his mech saving the day against his previous girlfriend, who has turned evil for no reason at all. But she is evil. We see here coming in with the hard hits here from ShadowZ. Both Kyylä and Frizz is now fighting the Wildman. It's a big raging bull with boxing capabilities. Oh, ShadowZ going in for the hard hit here to finish it off. That was just a simple spamming of the square button. Aren't all X's evil? asked by exotic miners. Potentially. I will not be able to say. Don't have much experience on that department. Though at least friends of X's can be... Who knows? Who knows? So here we see that both Frizz and... Oh, it seems Kyylä is a little bit ahead of Frizz here. Their ShadowZ is done with this one, moving on to the next one. Their Frizz is done with Wildman, moving on to the next one. Baconman going for the Infernal Flop strat here again. Very clean fight from the runners. Now going into Toothpick, both Kyylä and Frizz. I assume Baconman is also going into the same one. Given he's in the same episode, that would actually make sense. Yeah, so now ShadowZ is going for Le Gris, the rhyming bear, as he may be called in different parts of the world. See, ShadowZ in a lovely cutscene, a little flirty chit-chat between Carmelita and Sly.
Carmelita, are you sure you'll be all right?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, I wouldn't want you to catch
Here we
cold
see
or
Kyylä
something
being hit there, a
sitting in
little
that
bit
other
unfortunate.
car.
Don't worry, Ringtail. I have my shot.
Still got it. That's good. We see Frizz going into the same area. Let's see if he can get it in 2 hits. That is the 2 pair. Oh, he's not going for the 2 hits. Oh, that's unfortunate. So he got it in 3 tosses, or depending on how you see it. Now Carmelita fighting for her life. Bentley going ham in the operation on ShadowZ's part. Baconman in the beautiful loading screen. See Frizz here has also started the Carmelita section. Is he gonna be using the TNT in the back? I have never learned how to actually use them, but he seems to have some great knowledge in that department. See here, ShadowZ not utilizing. Oh, he does have it. Okay, the afterburner, or let me see. Then I cannot remember the name of this. I'm too old. But not utilizing it on the one part there. I believe that is optimal. But you know, safety over speed. You know, that is the important part here to remember. Let's see if ShadowZ got the silent hack. I don't. Is it this hack? I can never remember. It's been many moons since I have done this as a run. You know, just back to learning the game. It is this hack. Okay, a little birdie in the chat told me. Thank you. But yeah, it's kind of nice to not have the silence, since he has been given the right to have the audio on the stream. We see Kyylä and Frizz here, both handling the hack. Sadly cannot go any faster than this because it's an auto-scroller. Thank you, Sansaru. We see now Baconman also heading into the hack, and ShadowZ loading out of the hack. So now we're gonna head into cycle-based area. Let's see if he makes it. He made it. Oh, great heavens. That was very good gaming on ShadowZ's part. Could not be confident in myself in that strat, to be honest. Now he's gonna use the Bob, the B-O-B, the B to the O to the B. The arguably most hated ancestor of Sly. I personally am a fan of him, you know. Big chunky man going for eggs, you know. That's pure protein right there, if you ask myself. It's going in. Hits the strat first try. Very hard jump right there. Beautifully executed.
You're doing it! The pressure's falling fast! Almost there! Just one more valve!
Now we see that Kyylä and Frizz has ended the hack. Very close to each other. See if this will be the next section, of course, but there's a very hard jump that Kyylä and Frizz and Baconman, or of course ShadowZ at some point, but at them right now are getting pretty close to it. This is risky from Frizz. He did make it. It's very good gaming right there. That spotlight is a doom to the speedrunners' speed. Speedrunner, of course, spelled in one word, not separate words. You see ShadowZ going for the skip there. It's not too hard of a skip. Can be easily missed though if you're not focused. So Kyylä making it towards... I think he did not go for it. It's a very hard jump, but I believe Frizz went for it and got it. I could have missed Kyylä there. Not sure if he went for it. Here we have ShadowZ in the Grizz fight. Here comes the Grizz, as some might say. Här kommer Grizz. Little grisegutt right there. Very rhymey. Just have to dodge these ice attacks. Now going in for the first area here. Good lineup on the first one. There is certain, especially on the later phases of the Grizz fight, there is definitely techniques to be able to not get hit and save the most amount of time, which can be very hard. Now we have Kyylä and Frizz in the toothpick boss fight. Beautiful dancing here from ShadowZ. It was hard to do if you're not looking at the game, which is highly recommended at this point. If you're not looking at the game, you might as well reset. Look at that crown. It's literally jumping. That's how hard Murray is hitting. Baconman skipping that part there, not waiting for the laser. Absolute madman. Here comes the Grizz indeed. Let's see here now. Kyylä is still very close to Frizz right there. Frizz is just barely behind. Now Baconman has entered the ring as well. Or should I say train. Let's see here. Seems like... Oh, Shadow got hit there by the icicle. All depends on the speed and accuracy of which he hits these. If he hits it, misses one, then it could be a little time lost there. This Grizz is foul beast. Will hit you with some ice things, ice waves, and also with the devastating icicles dropping from the sky. See here is all question marks. Here you have to remember, so you have to look at the screen. Very important. ShadowZ perfectly executing them. ShadowZ entering the last phase right now. Believe both Frizz and Kyylä is in the final phase as well. Indeed. Kyylä finishing toothpick off. Now heading to the next one. And Frizz very closely behind. Did ShadowZ freeze? Oh, was just a tiny wink of a freeze there. Nothing to be worried about, you know. You can stop unbuckling. We are still back in the game. That was a... Could it be a splice? Who knows? You know. But I am gonna go and say that I believe it might just have been a streaming issue. Is anybody in chat close to a bingo? Anybody been able to tick off enough to be able to get close to it? So now Kyylä and Frizz, I believe, are both going 4 degrees. ShadowZ is just currently ending. This is the last phase, I believe. Now Baconman also finishing off Toothpick. Not too far behind Kyylä and Frizz there. No problem with the dancing there, going straight in, Bacoman finishing, heading to the next one. And he's using the weight strat. Glorious performance right there. You know, this is so close, I can taste it, as the reference say. Lobster gifting a sub to the Grish. Sadly, he's in jail. Won't be able to use it. But it's a good thought. It's a good thought. Which one will ShadowZ be going for now? Is it gonna be El Jefe? Indeed, going for El Jefe, if I'm not blind. Might be. Who knows? Let's see here. Beautiful loading screen right here. Has not finished all the trophies though. You know, that sad to see, but you know, not everyone is a completionist. Going for the loot there. As you see, ShadowZ was not detected because he has the stealth sprint gadget.
Okay, Sly. Use those rollers to open the dragon bout. You'll find the switches somewhere inside. And don't forget your armor.
Frizz just barely behind Kyylä. Catched up a little bit there. See if Frizz can pull it up there or if Kyylä is gonna still be number 1 at the top. Both got the silent hack. Very good job. Cannot recall if the difficulty of it, but Sly4 is a pretty, how can I say, depending which level you play on, it could be slightly hard, but it's much, in general, easier to play than Sly2, or I would say also Sly3 mostly because of the length. Also because of some of the skips. Definitely a good option. Oh, the Baconman got hit by his own bomb. It's unfortunate. Can you make the cycle? Yes, he can. But yeah, Sly4 is definitely a very, very player-friendly. Doesn't matter which skill level you are at, which experience you have with the Sly games. Of course, with the use of Remo Christian's tutorial, #ad, you will be able to learn the game in no time. Here we see Kyylä and Frizz are very, very close to each other now. You could almost say they're neck and neck. Could be the streams are also a little off. Who knows? Haven't seen them load, so we are currently basing off of the thing I'm seeing at the moment. Very good job by both runners. Great success, as you might say. Let's see. Now ShadowZ going for the infernal flop strat as well. Baconman finishing the hack. It's not too bad for you know, with the 0 experience in the category. I would say it's not a bad run for Baconman for doing the category for the first time. ShadowZ going for the strat here. Let's see if we can hit this. Oh, sadly missed the circle boost there. Not too much of a time loss. Still on a good pace right here. Oh, hit the circle boost. That's I would say that's a harder circle boost to hit. More scary as well. Could end up fatally if he were to miss it. Seems like Frizz is actually in the lead right now. That is trying to think of something a commentator would say on a sports channel. Cannot think of anything. Here Frizz is now just slightly ahead. ShadowZ now running up to the cutscene with the pigeon. Beautiful little pigeon. Question is, are the pigeons actually animals? Or are they a conspiracy? You know, you might ask, why would I bring this up during the stream? My question is, have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Neither have I. That's all to it. You know?
Looks like a real
Beautiful creatures though. Birds.
I hope you can fly like a pigeon, Cooper. Otherwise you'll never catch
So here we see Frizz now in the hitting section, I'm gonna call it. First here usually is not too bad. It's usually in the later stages where it gets a little bit monka, as the kids would say. Let's see if ShadowZ goes for gamer strats. Let me see. Does the walk on first. Oh, gets that skip. Not going for the... Oh, he went for the gadget strat. I'm sorry, I was about to say not going for the gadget strat. Just from a slightly different angle. Beautifully performed. Let's see if we can get this jump. As well. ShadowZ on a roll here. You know, as they say, with toilet paper. You're either on a roll or you're taking shit from some ass. That's just what it is. And all the runners seem to be on a very good roll right now. See if ShadowZ can get the first phase. Very important to get this. Beautiful. Very good line here. Incredible gaming. You could see the lineup was perfect. Barely moved an inch. And he was managed to pull it off. Very, very good. Potentially has watched the Remo Christian tutorial, everyone. If you want to learn the game, I highly recommend you to check it out. Just remember to use bingo, it's not too late. We are around... We're getting close to the halfway point. World record is a 103, I believe. By Beaver GG. Let's see if ShadowZ can... Let's see, yeah, there's no first phase here. Let's see Frizz now entering the dancing section. That should be easily done for ShadowZ there. Sly getting hit like a madman. Gets the second phase. Now going into the third phase of the El Jefe boss fight.
Maybe if I had some cat, I'd stop running.
I'm so unsure about ShadowZ's route. I don't know who will get to Miss Decibel first. Let It depends. It depends. If Shadow is to win this, we might get a little. How can I say? I guess you could say a little shock from the because I wouldn't know when it ends. So I'm not keeping count like a good commentator do. Does. Good at English as well. Here we go. Last phase. Can you get this? Very good line here. Beautifully done. I assume he's going for Wildman now. Commentator is sipping water like a madman. Might have to alleviate at some point, but you know, as the GameStop stock traders do, they're holding, and so am I. Let's see, Shadows here going into the next one. He's going into episode 2. So let's see what he is gonna do now. Frizz going away from them instead of tanking them. Interesting. Is he afraid of ice? Who knows? If he lives in America, he might be very afraid of ice if he entered the country illegally. But from what I understand, Frizz is in Australia at the moment. Very late there for him at the current time. I believe it's around 2-3 AM. Seems like Frizz is now. I can't tell who is first of Frizz and Kyylä. Let's see. It might be Kyylä. It is actually Kyylä has taken it back. Oh, what a gamer session we're in here right now. We are watching some crazy shit. Unbelievable. Frizz snagged the lead first, then Kyylä took it right back. See here, Shadows has enabled the shock gloves, or whatever that gadget is called. I'm a terrible commentator. But now, let's see what they are gonna do next. I believe it is the Moat Dragon boss. Licks of Lightning. What a horrible name. But you know, if you wanna lick lightning, that's up to you, you know. It's a free country and world. Mostly. Now, Shadows is gonna fight Wildman. Very fast now with the licks of lightning here. That just sounds terrible to say. But now heading out. Baconman is, I believe, on the third phase. Oh, there is the line. I can see it. I can see it. How many bosses are in the game? Yes, there is many bosses in the game. Chatter will probably be able to tell you this. I have not actually googled it and figured it out, as I am extremely well trained for this job. I have now been presented. Now Kyylä and Frizz going in for the Moat boss right here. See what the Shadows is gonna do next. I believe it's gonna be Toothpick. I think I said this the last time as well, and I'm now getting heavily déjà vus, which is French. Let's see.
My poor man!
Try using some explosives to break those lines.
Don't barrels are so fragile. No way I'm letting these
I believe there is 8 or 9 bosses in the game. I did some counting on my fingies. I can do a recount here real quickly.
Outstanding.
I believe it's 8. I believe it's 8. Here we see Kyylä and Frizz climbing for their life. Seems like actually Frizz has now catched up and is now in the lead. This race just gets crazier and crazier.
Blast up, Carmelita. With
Now Shadow's going to go into the hack.
I'll have those whistles.
Very sad. I was sadly doing counting, so I missed one of the better parts. But now Frizz is missing the first one. Seems like Kyylä is now actually in the lead again. Frizz struggling a bit to hit this jump. Could be very hard. That's very unfortunate here from the Australian. Could this result in a death? Could be a bingo sheet for a lot of people. And now we have a death. Some people might have been able to tick off the bingo sheets. Is Frizz doing this willingly? Doesn't seem so. There was talks from a certain Australian runner about tampering with the bingo sheets. Was only speculating on that part. Doesn't seem like it. Kyylä now in a great lead. Shadow's still gaming in the unspeed-upable hack. Of course, only the fight in the end can be done faster. The rest is a pure waiting game. Can Frizz and Kyylä make it out of this boss fight without taking damage? Does it matter? No. Could be exciting. Seems like Frizz has taken a slight hit of damage there. Hack music is actually pretty nice for the fight that Kyylä and Frizz are in currently, and Baconman is making his way towards. A little bit of jammies, as I see Genga in the chat is going for. Shadow's just picking up the extra level up stars, just to show off that he has time to spare. Gets it, very nicely done. Seems like Kyylä is about 1.5 phases ahead of Frizz right now. What that is in... see, he's on the third. No, actually 1 phase. About 1 phase. What that is in seconds, I could not tell you. See if ShadowZ is going for the jump. So I believe it's in the next section. So we do have some time to speculate. Get your bets in. There is no betting, sadly, but you know what I mean. You know, get the mental bets in. Here we see now Kyylä finishing the moat boss, the moat dragon. And heading over to the next one, which is gonna be the Penelope Knight boss fight. Seems like ShadowZ is going for the hard jump. Let's see how this pans out. Gets it, very nicely done. On the, I believe this is the second phase he's on right now. Frizz now finishing, or soon. He's finishing. He finished the fight. Now going into the same as Kyylä, which is the main boss fight of episode 4. Spoilers: Penelope is evil once again. Remember that this stream is brought to you by SlyGolds. Please visit SlyGolds.com and stay up to date on the latest and greatest community goals for all 4 Sly Cooper games, and encourage others to support the site and work that goes into it. AKA, you can feel free to use our Patreon, where all the money goes to the site, obviously. And it helps with server costs if the owner, which would be me, would go poor, broke and homeless.
let him squash me.
Jump the small wall then, Sly.
No way to jump these twisters. I'll have to avoid them.
Kyylä is in a pretty good lead here. See ShadowZ evading tornadoes for his life. Not sure of his current US location, but that might be decently common occurrence, depending which state he lives in. Tornadoes are dangerous, IRL. If you ever see one coming or not moving, it is coming towards you. Please stay away and go into hiding.
Expect him to fight fair.
Baconman is finished with the moat dragon, now heading into the operation.
Sly, watch out for the whirlwind.
Following right behind Frizz and Kyylä. ShadowZ with the other route, I have no idea where he is currently at. Could be leading, could be losing. Has had a pretty good run so far though.
Sly.
Very true from Major Mushu in the chat. Hurricanes are also extremely bad. Worse than tornadoes. After this, everyone will have the same amount of bosses defeated. Very nice.
I can't let him squash me.
I'm on the edge of my seat. We are now headed into soon, or we're now in the last about 20-25 minutes of the run. Very exciting indeed. And there ShadowZ has now finished off Toothpick, heading into the next boss, which, as far as I'm aware, is probably Miss Decibel. ShadowZ is in the lead if they're all on the same boss now, as far as I can tell. Seems like ShadowZ is actually in the lead. If they're all on the same boss now, everyone heading into Miss Decibel, or actually, it's Kyylä. I'm blind, I did not see where Kyylä is now loading. Wait, are they on the... Oh, ShadowZ is a tiny bit ahead. If my calculations, based on all the calculations done by Avatarinator in the chat, is correct, then they will be then ShadowZ is currently slightly ahead of Kyylä, with Frizz behind, Baconman, and an unknown placement of the last 3 runners. That's not on stream at the moment. Question is though, will ShadowZ shake? You know, don't get too excited, guys. There is a rather dirty section incoming here. Maybe shouldn't be watched by kids and more kids. They're the age of probably 14, maybe 12, depending on how fast you are to Google things. Some good music though. We have beautiful music that also fits the, I guess you could say that fits the boss fight of Bacoman is now playing. He is shaking. Oh god, he is shaking. Everyone that is below the age of 60, look away. I sadly have to have my eyes peeled and on the screen in case something exciting were to happen. Depending what you prefer, this might be exciting, but not for me. Seems like Kyylä is doing the respectable honor of not shaking, as I can see the chatters going wild. Indeed, not shaking. So we have two of the different caliber here. Now we're gonna have to see if Frizz and Baconman, if we're gonna get a split here. I guess you could say that this stream decides what is okay and what is not okay. I mean, of course, on your viewpoint, and it doesn't matter at all. So, let's see now with Frizz coming in. Let's see if he is going to shake or bake. Frizz not shaking. We now have a 2-1 decision of no, don't shake. As some might say, Frizz doesn't shake for anybody. Same applies to Kyylä. ShadowZ though being a little bit more frisky, going for the shake as any time that he can. Sadly, Murray wasn't able to shake, which would have been a better view. Now Baconman heading into it to finalize the decision of what is best and what is not best, I guess you could say. 46 minutes into this category. Category is world record around 103. Current runners here have about a 104, 55 and 34 numbers. Very hard, a 104XX, as I might say. Let's see now if Baconman chooses what will the outcome of this unofficial non-matter poll. Doesn't shake. We have 3-1 with doesn't shake. Seems to be favorited in the current runner roster that we do not shake for anybody. Not even the viewers at home.
Definitely earned your retirement. Go enjoy.
So ShadowZ, of course, has loyal followers in the path of shaking. Murray being able to hold up the doors. Very strong mans there. Very strong. An insane, spectacular event here.
More than I was expecting. An underground docking station for La Paradox's blimp.
Yeah, thank you, Bentley, for ruining my ecstatic expression here. But you know, yes, it's an underground docking station. Yes. As you could say, it's an underground limpy dimp area. You know, if we were to reference a certain movie, we could say that ShadowZ is the last shaker. No. Though the other ones you could say are the Raiders of the Lost No Shake. ShadowZ speeding up here through the webcams, aka the security cameras, aka the CCTV cameras. Not sure if they use CCTV in this here. It's could potentially be. As you see here from ShadowZ, the speed is outstanding. He's moving out in the corner here, taking out right slowly here. The guard can't even catch up to him. Moving up here, going straight. Changes camera to stay on focus here. Going to speed up. Is the line check gonna be good? Are we gonna have beautiful lines here? Seems like he's hugging and covering the entire wall there. Beautiful line, a little bit off. Hit the rat. What did the rat ever do to you? That's something we might ask back at home. Waiting for the cycle instead of taking a hit there. Interesting decision. Might have lost him a tiny bit of time, but he keeps his I was going to say pacifism in check, but he was just seen murdering a rat. See now, Kyylä is also in the driving section. Very close, neck and neck right now. Frizz also in the drivable car followed by the CCTV cameras.
The boost would really come in handy here. Expensive snow that for a Mountmobile.
ShadowZ still in a tiny lead here. Kyylä is chasing him like it's the Last Supper and the buffet is closing. Frizz trying to catch up here as well. Could definitely be close if the fight of Miss Decibel or the Paradox would not go well. Of course, there's harder sections in the epilogue that could make the runs to the Kyylä going for a very beautifully coordinated thing there. I'm not sure if that was planned, but it was very nice. Now ShadowZ in the hack here. Will he run out of time? I guess you could say time will tell. Huff, 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 huff. May keep himself in the corners. Will he get bopped by the boppers? Little bit late there on the move. Jumped over, beautiful, and into the hole. All in one, as they might say. Could we get any hard locks? Hopefully not, to keep the race as even as possible. 51 minutes in now, almost 52. We are slithering towards the final hours of this game. AKA 1 hour, AKA we are getting close to the end.
Murray, we can't wait on Bentley.
See here, Baconman is, you could say they are, it's a NASCAR race, but they're only doing right turns instead of left turns, so it wouldn't fit unless they're doing the reverse route. The car NAS, as it would be in reverse. ShadowZ throwing like an Egyptian god, while we have Kyylä right behind him throwing like a Greek god. ShadowZ has a little bit of a lead here. ShadowZ with the camera adjusting. Very nice for us viewers at home being able to see what he's landing on. Miss Decibel, I guess you could say, wouldn't be loved by the copyright laws of today's age.
Time to face the music, Cooper! You'll never make it, Cooper!
Of course, the runners aren't updated. Don't worry about those. Oh, ShadowZ hitting one of the stops. We might have a revolutionizing change in leadership here. Very unfortunate. Let's see if Kyylä can keep the lead here. Very slight. This is, oh, ShadowZ hits again. Very, very unfortunate. Kyylä is now in the official lead. Potentially could be the runners on the off stream could be ahead. That's something I wouldn't know of, as I am obligated to watch this. ShadowZ taking a slight breather there on the deck to save up some energy. Finishes it off beautifully. Very nice. Sadly, some unfortunate events. That does happen in a run setting. The sweat is insane at the moment. Shower might be required after this. We have Frizz beating the absolute fuck out of Miss Decibel. Can't be a fan of elephants, especially copyright stealing elephants.
Why don't you come face me and I can deliver it personally?
Big sword stops the time to be able to jump over them ShadowZ.
I can't hear you over this horrible
Now Kyylä in the final stretch here to go towards the main boss fight. Frizz is slightly behind ShadowZ. So in the lead right now we have Kyylä, then we have ShadowZ, then we have Frizz. And then Baconman is coming behind. You know, if all the runners do some happy accidents, Baconman will have the chance to destroy. Very good run by Baconman for doing this for the first time. Not sure if Frizz or the others have, or it would be Frizz, but because the others have a time on the leaderboard. Little slight hiccup there in the commentary booth. It seems like I've gotten some wrong information, and the information I've gotten was nothing, so I'm basing it off my own mind, which is not a good idea. We see ShadowZ in the main fight here, same with Kyylä. Kyylä is now going in. Seems to be on the second phase, or I guess second part. I'm not sure if this is counted as phases. Now Kyylä is doing the final phase here, or final part, final fight mechanic session. Taking damage there. Beautifully done. You see ShadowZ running for his life. He's getting hit. He gets hit. Oh, he gets hit by that as well. Unfortunate. Could be some strats that I have not seen here before. Might be showing off that second place is too easy for ShadowZ. 1 out of the 2 leaderboard fanatics. Hopefully we have more people now that will submit to the leaderboards, because they have been doing this run. Haven't seen any illegal actions being done, and now Kyylä is done. Now ShadowZ on the final phase here. Takes that damage there. Kyylä heading into the epilogue. ShadowZ is now waiting for Miss Decibel to rampage in, and she hits it. Beautifully done. ShadowZ mishap there with the pause. I believe ShadowZ could have paused earlier. I'm not sure about that, as I have no information about this category except that it exists. Then I am not quite sure on the specifics. My throat is very dry. Comes from the commentator booth. Maybe I should have brought a beer. Might have helped, might not have. Who knows? Maybe something stronger. See Kyylä here in the beautiful loading screen. Sly climbing up. Going to skip the cutscene. Now we have ShadowZ following right behind, heading into the mission right now. Or job, if you want to say that. Now Frizz going in for the final hit here. There we go. Now heading back to hideout. Going for the infernal flop strats here, Kyylä. ShadowZ is currently doing this. Audio swap might have been good to do here, but ShadowZ is so quick behind that it is not necessary. Also, I'm lazy. I'm currently holding my hoodie in anticipation of this final event. I'm at the edge of my seat. Because I'm fattened that my chair would tip over, I'm actually in my seat at the moment, but mentally I'm at the edge of my seat. Like my mom when she watches Liam Neeson movies. She literally sits on the edge of the almost at the edge of the table. She can't handle herself when she watches those movies. I think she likes Liam Neeson though. This is a very cool section here. Speeding through. ShadowZ in the Ryuichi part, while Kyylä is in the Bob part. That is true, Kyylä. Liam Neeson is a very beautiful man. Keeps very well. Loved his party as Qui-Gon Jinn in Star Wars. Seems like ShadowZ done a little oopsie here. Seems like he went for the wrong start here. It's a little bit too eager to beat Kyylä. Frizz sneaking behind. Now Kyylä going into the Salim section can be very dangerous if you don't have a cold head. So maybe you should turn down the heater. So the section after Salim's is definitely harder. Very calm and collected there by Kyylä. ShadowZ now heading into the same section. Frizz ending the Ryuichi one, going into the Bob section.
We got some planning to do.
Engineering, get me more power. I need to move up this ship.
Kyylä in a very scary section, if I may say so myself. Takes time to practice, which can be done by watching the Remo Christian tutorial to learn how to play the game. Oh, unfortunate there by Kyylä. Going a little bit too frisky on the circle boosts. Made it though in the end. Going for this now. Going for the fast one. Makes it very nicely done. ShadowZ just mere moments behind. Maybe a few seconds at least. But I missaw the section he was at. Very clean. One mishap, but that is something we take. We take those, as people say. Now Baconman also heading into the Ryuichi section. We're at 101 minutes here. Now Kyylä is doing crazy strats here to save time. Beautifully done. Did not go for the proxy, as far as I can see. Could have done it and I could have missed it, because I'm blind. Let's see if ShadowZ is going for it. I'm not sure if he will. I don't believe... Might be the wrong area. Not sure. No, it's the right area. I am actually remembering correctly. Kyylä is doing the Simon Says kind of thing. It'd be very hard if you don't focus in a race like this. Oh, ShadowZ doing a loopsy. Thought the shot hit, but it did not connect sadly. Frizz now in a very wonka-ass part of the rally area. Oh, Galeth area. Rally is in the first game. I'm so at the edge of my seat. And I can't even focus. Oh, Frizz doing a little mishap there. Missed the gas thing, you know? Let's see. Now Kyylä in the spam boss fight. Careful here. Could get carpal tunnel from spamming this too much. Do not want to practice this fight unless you have to. Smashing at the top of his lungs. Remember to breathe, sir. Remember to breathe. See now that ShadowZ is also heading into the fight. Fighting like a gentleman. Seems to be a... Oh, little mishap there from ShadowZ. Kyylä seem to have this in the bank as long as his fingers doesn't collapse and the ambulance arrives. Knock on wood, not gonna happen, you know. So I knocked on wood if you didn't hear it, knock knock, you know. Okay, Kyylä here going in for fun here. This can't be a nice feeling right now for the Paradox. And there, he gets whacked, bang. That can't feel good. Slice cane is pretty heavy and can hurt very much if I have a cane of my own that is made out of 100% wood. And the pointy edge of the wood on the tip of the inner side of the cane is very painful. Would not recommend to get hit by one of those canes. Probably should be a bad guy at that point. If you like jail, you might consider it. Laws say that you shouldn't. I would recommend to follow them. See Frizz in the Simon Says section. And there Frizz is now heading into the fight. Kyylä is at the end here. I will stop the timer upon Kylä's final hit here. The runners wanna know their exact time. They can take it themselves. Should have done that from the start if they thought they would be PBing. Other than that, they can also retime the vote if they need to.
This thing is coming apart at the seams.
So here Kyylä going in for this final smack here. And time. 1:04:39. That is, I believe, 2 seconds off Kylä's PB. Very, very close. Might be a little time difference here because of the time it started. Might have PB'd, not quite sure. GG's Kyylä. Let's see if Kyylä wants to mention in the chat if that was a PB or not.
Think of your blood pressure, Cyril.
Not sure how long after they started. I actually started the timer. Might actually be a PB by a second. See, Shadows going into the final part now.
Sure there is. It's right there on
If Kyylä wishes, we could do a little post-run commentary.
This is not right.
Their Shadows also finished. GG Shadows.
Sorry, pal. You just can't plan for a Cooper.
Just please help me.
Why should I?
I do not wish to die.
I guess you won't be doing any harm from a prison cell.
So here we have Frizz now going into the last and final part of this.
As I said, so predictable.
You won't get away with this. I'll find you.
Au contraire, Sly Cooper. I do not
Baconman
think we will
is
meet again.
very close to heading into the final fight as well. The runners are extremely neck and neck here. Compared to what is usual in the Sly events. Going to switch the audio now from Shadows to Baconman.
Mistä sinä sen tietäisit?
He's playing in Finnish. Beautiful, beautiful language. Extremely hard to learn.
Ei yhtä surkea kuin nuo viikset. Se ei olisi toiminut.
See, Frizz is now also done. GG Australia. GG Christopher Robin. Now we have Baconman going in for it.
Olet onnekas, jos vain murran niskas.
Baconman with a little oopsie there.
Olet onnekas,
But it's all good in the hood. Going in for the fight.
Et voi voittaa, Cooper. Syvällä sisimmässäsi tiedät, että olen sinua.
Sanotko parempi vai pahempi?
Yhkeä matto. Nyt saat opetuksen.
Ihan kuin joku olisi juuri menettänyt hermonsa.
Tässä typerässä piekassa on jotain vikaa.
Now going to end this section or this phase of the fight. Oh, a little bit of a pause there. The stream might have choked a little bit, but the run is not on a choke. It's very much alive.
Vaikea, mutta yritä edes.
Tämähän hajoaa saumoistaan.
Älä tipu, sitten ne saakaan tappaa sinua itse. Pauluksen imbesilli! Tee sinusta selvää!
Rauhallisesti. Ajattele verenpainettasi.
So Baconman on the final phase now.
Oletko valmis kohtaamaan loppusi? On aika! Onkaan! Alan väsyä tähän peliin. Tässä ei ole mitään järkeä.
Totta kai on. Se on aivan pääsi päällä.
Here we go now. Baconman going in for the final here.
Olen samaa mieltä, mutta minä en ole häriäjä.
And the final hit coming in right now. And bang. Time. Very good, very good. Incredible here. So we are not gonna have an interview with the winner Kyylä. He is currently now going to go take a nice bath, go into the sauna, have a great time, celebrating his victory. We are going to have a little interview now with a certain someone that has just had their first run. I am going to switch over to... We are gonna do a little... We're gonna do audio from Frizz here for some inclusiveness. Then we are going to pull in Baconman and have a little post-commentator interview. I'm just gonna quickly move up the Discord voice. It's going to look a little bit messy, but that is fine. So we are now moving over Baconman. Hello, Baconman.
Hello.
How was the first All Bosses race? How do you feel?
That went horribly, but that was a lot of fun.
I think I would, you know, I would say it wasn't that horrible. I think it was a pretty good run, at least for the first time. You know.
Yeah, I got some cool stats that I have never gotten before, like the one cycle in the last phase of El Jefe.
Have you tried to get it before?
Yeah, I've tried, but that was the first time actually getting it.
Amazing. Okay. So how do you feel now? Are you gonna go back to any percent? You're gonna do more all bosses, improving the PB?
I've only done like 20% runs before, so I don't know. I'll do something.
Okay. Very nice. You have any further comment or words of wisdom to the people watching?
I'm back next week for more fun.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Baconman. Congrats on the PB. Short interview, but nice, as they say.
Yeah.
Hope you have a great evening.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was short and sweet, as they say. You know, don't need to keep it going for too long. Ask a little question, get a little answer, and we're going. So now, everyone, as he mentioned, more fun next week. In exactly, I'm gonna double check this because I am super bad at this. Let me see. Yes, on the 25th of February. So in 1 week exactly, this will be 1 hour later start time than it was today. So I'm gonna do this based on the CET. On CET, this was a 8 PM race. It's gonna be 9 PM in 1 week exactly on the 25th of February. We're gonna do the any percent race for, I guess, Eternal Glory and the Tituary final race to end it up. So if you haven't signed up, please do. If you, I believe you can do, let's just do, let me see here. Let me see. Let's see when this was. So basically, you have until, I believe it's the 24th to sign up. You can use this form to sign up if you want to participate in the race. But yeah, sadly you cannot join the All Bosses race, as we are just finished with the All Bosses race. Unfortunate if you had in mind to join the All Bosses race, but we are now done. Omega lol. But yeah, I just wanna say thank you to every runner. I hope the people that weren't on stream had a good run. Maybe they PB'd. I hope everyone that did PB will submit to the leaderboards. You know, there is a lot of people that don't like to submit, but you know, it's good for the community to get some updated times. It was a very good stream, very good runs. We will now, I will now just mute here, Frizz, and then I will just say thank you to everyone. Hope everyone's bingo went well. Hope you used bingo. If you didn't, it's not the last chance. Every stream on this account, on the SlyGolds Twitch account, has featured the bingo feature. This will change depending on what we run. If we stream any percent of, or let's say if we stream Sly 2, it will be Sly 2 based. And if it's Sly 4, it will be Sly 4 based. If it is all the games, it will be a special all games based bingo sheet. So you won't get Sly 4 questions on a Sly 1 run, if that's what you're wondering. But now, I hope everyone has gotten their bingos done, and I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. We will be back in 1 week with the any percent race to finish off Tituary. Hope everyone keeps grinding, everyone keeps learning. Remo Christian's tutorial series if you want to learn the game. And yeah, I have been your host, the Fat Man Oggy Reno, and I hope everyone will be here for the next one. Peace.